All right, we'll try it this way. Um, hopefully, hopefully this works now. The universe is telling me that that they don't want me to live stream today. I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh my word! I can't tell if anyone's watching yet, but we'll do it anyways. Again, I sincerely and seriously apologize for the awfulness of my live stream so far. Um, Let me just give one thing a shot real quick. I'm gonna see if I can bring this up on YouTube, and I looks like everything's okay. Just gonna make sure that. All right, I can't see. Let's see. All right. Okay, the chat on the Google Hangouts feature is not the same as the top chat in YouTube live streaming. Okay, so let's do this instead. All right. Once again, I am apologize. This is ridiculous. Zach, thanks for watching, buddy. Austin LNN. Internet love it when it works, curse when it doesn't. Yeah. It's that was annoying. I think part of the problem is I think I might need a better computer to stream from. I might have been trying to do too many things at once. I was Dasper made it again. This is the third stream that he's watched today. So, um, anyways, yeah, I need to at some point in the future maybe look into getting a better computer, something that's able to handle a little bit more work. So we'll see. But hopefully this works for the rest of the time now, and I won't have a problem. I closed down some stuff on my computer that I was trying to do, and we'll try and make this work. Try and make it work from here now, I guess. But we didn't make it very far. Just dropped something. It was a sticker sheet. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. Don't accidentally roll over it with the chair. That would be really bad. Oh man, I am excited to build the plane though. As I was stating on the first stream, I really like the F4U Corsair. It's one of my favorite planes. And the time was right for me to buy one from Brickmania. So I did at Nebraska Brick Days. I should go to Kentucky in July to see CNO 2716 get moved. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I would like to. That would be pretty cool. So putting on the click hinges for the Epic Gull wings. The one thing that I'm really concerned about in this kit is getting the sticker on the canopy to lay right. I really want it to turn out well because I don't want to have to take it off and reapply it. Will the pen lug layout be at Brickworld Chicago 2019? No. To answer your question, no, we will. The pen lug layout will not be. We're actually going to take the opportunity to put a lot of time and resources uh, into the modular layout that we're going to have there instead. So no, we're not going to bring the pen lug layout. So we won't be collaborating with Texas Brick either. We'll just kind of be a group layout. We're going to test out the L gauge modular standard, see how it works, which hopefully will be very well. We've just about done everything that we can to set ourselves up for greatness, and we just have to kind of have to play test it now. Oh, that's awesome, Zach. Thanks. Anyone know about rail fanning in Florence, South Carolina? Welcome, Steam Bricks, by the way. I have no idea. I have two mirrored assemblies. It looks like they're not quite mirrored, but getting into the gull wings now, so that's interesting. Gotta make sure I don't mess up. use the wrong parts. It's interesting what what colors actually get put into kits just because they're on the interior of a model and uh, they don't count, if you will. It's like they don't need to be. They're not color specific. I just think that's interesting. Like I'm looking at lime and sand green over here. Well, sand green, that probably goes in the cockpit, so I guess that shouldn't be too surprising. I'm guessing that's, yeah, that looks right. I'm just making sure the angle that I have this on is correct. Because basically it looks like I'm going to be making two pairs of mirrored assemblies, which makes sense for the front and back wings, or the front and the back of the wing. So awesome. What locomotives do I plan on building in the future? Good question. I usually don't tell a lot of people what locomotives I'm planning on doing. Well, it's kind of not a secret anymore, but I usually like to keep my projects as fairly secretive. But anyways, I have been working on a 280 consolidation locomotive that I am at the point where I am ready to order parts for it. So I will probably be doing that next month. Oh, see you, Zach. Um, just making sure I don't do anything wrong. Yeah, I have a 280 that I've been working on, and I'm ready to order parts for that. So that's very exciting. After that, I just a bunch of freight cars and a few passenger cars. So just kind of a bunch of different things, really. But let's see. Guess that would be the air brake. Yep. I'm already seriously enjoying this. This is crazy. Didn't get the memo. It's okay, Kel. You didn't miss much. Well, you did miss a lot, but it was just me failing at live streaming for about 20 minutes. So don't worry. All right, got them in. Now let's build the other side of this assembly. Other side of the front of the wing. Oh, dropping parts. Now I wonder, get the counter going. How many parts am I going to drop tonight? Let's see. I'm not one to sort my parts, so it takes me a long time to build something, but that's my method and I'm sticking to it. Usually when I build a locomotive or something like that, after having ordered a lot of from a lot of Bricklink stores and getting all the parts in, I usually just dump them out, and then I just kind of remember what the Bricklink orders were, which is probably a really inefficient way of doing it, but nobody's here to tell me I can't do that. uh, is anybody working on any cool projects? I have actually. Yesterday, I started working on the Brickworld exclusive premium instruction kit from Brick Model Railroader, which I'm really excited about because it's a really really sweet model so far. And hopefully it's going to come together pretty quick, because I feel like I got over most of the hurdles yesterday, except for one, being the trucks, but I can do that. Trucks are not impossible to do. But if you want one, you have to be going to Brickworld Chicago. The only way we're gonna deliver kits is in person at Brickworld Chicago. So you have to be there you have to pre-order through the BMR website, and you have to be at Brickworld to pick it up. Now, if something does happen where it's, an emergency or whatever, you have ordered one and you can't be at Brickworld, we will make other arrangements, but we will that's the plan. You have to go to Brickworld Chicago to be able to get it. So, but I'm really excited about it because it's a model that I've kind of wanted for myself for a little while. Even though it's not super close to a lot of other stuff that I've been modeling. Not that it has to be. It's my railroad. It's my rules. All right, what do we got going on next? Therefore, Glenn will not be able to buy his own kit since he will be not be going to Brickworld. That is correct. Unless something changes, I will not be going to Brickworld, unfortunately. I wish I was, but it would take... it is not the T1. We're working on that separately. I wish I was going to Brickworld. Really wish I was going to Brickworld. There's going to be a lot of cool people there. It's always one of the best conventions. I loved it the first time I went, and I've just been waiting for a good opportunity to go back. Did they print on the legs of the minifig? They did not. Just the torso, it looks like. But still, it's pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and put him together and show it off, because it's pretty sweet torso. Looks like he's ready to get in combat. There's the goggle piece. There's your pilot. Pretty sweet job on the torso, if you ask me. It's got the life preserver. Actually, that's probably a parachute vest and the harness, but pretty awesome job. Torso is the only custom printed part on the fig, and then they did some printed exhaust on the I don't know exactly where that's gonna go, but it's cool. It's a printed piece, and that's awesome. Let's see here. I say this is going to be probably pretty quick, but because I don't sort parts, I forget it's going to take me probably a little bit longer. At least the stream is sticking around this time, though. That was seriously irritating. And once again, I apologize. Have I ever made a geared locomotive? You mean like a logging locomotive? I don't believe I have. I don't believe I have ever done that. Making sure I didn't miss anything before moving on. Doesn't look like I did. Sure, I'll figure it out later if I did, though. There it is. I wish I could come to Brickworld too. Torn up about not being able to. Gonna be a good year. with LGMS and everything else going on. Really wish I could make it. I guess I won't necessarily say I'm not going yet, but it would take a lot to change that right now. So I guess there are a couple things I could at least make an effort to look into, but I'm not going to make any promises. Not going to make a promise I can't keep. But it's not looking good. But anyways. Let's see. Wow, this is wild. Got a lot of steps on this part right here. Almost confused. Almost. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Enough to where I'm not going to make a fool of myself. Apart from the live streaming, that was pretty ridiculous. Alright. Need the antenna for the joystick. Where did that go? Probably under something that I can't see. I have a feeling it would be in this bag because it's got the smallest parts in it, but I could be wrong. Favorite thing that I've ever built? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I built a lot of things. There it is. Yeah, I built a lot of different things. I'm not gonna. I don't necessarily have a favorite out of any of that, but things that don't work are stuff that I don't like. Hey, Gabe's Trains, welcome to the stream. I built a few things that don't work, and I'm man enough to admit it. Now let's see here. Build the engine cowl in the front, which is always one of the things that I look forward to seeing the most on any Brickmania model, is because I know that it's got the most specific shape. But I know Cody does a good job, so I am absolutely not worried. I just need to be able to find the parts I'm looking for. There it is. That in there. And that piece is flat silver. How about that? Or pearl silver, I think. Not sure. But that's cool still. Alright. 4 of that assembly. It's hard to beat Cody when it comes to planes. Yitzy did some good ones while he was at Brickmania. I really liked his Gotha 4 bomber. I believe that's what it was called. I know it was Gotha something. I think it was Gotha 4. Is the World War I German bomber. That was with the canvas stretched over an airframe to make wings. That was cool. Wish I was able to get one, but unfortunately not. But that's okay. I don't need every Brickmania kit that ever comes out. It would be nice, but I'd be out of money pretty quick, for sure.
Not that they're inappropriately expensive, they're just naturally expensive. Like the difference between buying a brass model and buying a, not that they're bad either, but a Bachmann model. Let's see. One more part. There it is. What is the thought process when buying parts? When buying parts when you are first designing something. So I usually do the parts buying at the absolute last possible moment, because I like to try and order everything in one shot if I can. Most of the time that's possible. Oh, this is wild. I would never have thought of any of these techniques. Anyways, yeah, I usually try and save any purchasing to the last possible moment, and then I usually try and do all the designing, not as quickly as I can, but as, I don't want to lose interest in a project, so I try and just go for it, if you know what I mean. And then, one by one, there they are. Is that wrong? No, that's right. Hopefully that kind of answers your question. If it doesn't, I apologize. I'm kind of multitasking. If you want to know about my design process, though, I usually start with research. I pretty much always start with research, I should say. I am a huge fan of doing research. It is one of my favorite things to do. I very much enjoy it. So I pretty much always start there if I'm, looking into starting a new project. Try not to break the assembly that I'm working on. I've never built an engine cowl before, but this is really cool. I built cowling on streamliners, but this is different. There's a reason why Cody gets paid to build planes and I don't. All right. Almost on to the next step, it looks like. Just gotta find 1x2 cheese slope. There it is. It's upside down. One of the things that I think Cody did a really good job on with this plane in particular is getting the oh, that's it. Okay. Is getting the colors on it very very well done. He's a smart cookie. Any streamlined locomotives I've been interested in recently? Streamlined, no. Can't say that I have been looking at any streamlined locomotives. It's just funny because my online name, or at least my username on YouTube, is still Streamlined Bricks. I'm kind of moving away from that right now. Well, I've kind of have been moving away from it, I should say, instead. Not that I still don't have any more interest in streamlined locomotives. It's just I do have interest in other things. Interesting. If I was going to build another streamlined locomotive, well, I would first rebuild my Crusader. That definitely needs it. Um, oh, I see. think I see.
Yeah, I'd rebuild the Crusader first. BMR Loco. What about BMR Loco? Sorry, I'm trying to answer a question. I'd rebuild the Crusader first, then the next one I might look at would be, let's see. I don't know off the top of my head. Might be a Pensy S1, but I don't know. So don't expect me to build an S1 anytime soon. It's definitely don't have any plans for it right now. Yeah, I definitely do need to build my own set of cars too for the Crusader. Kind of tired of using Josh's. They're kind of heavy and don't have bearings on them. Alright, wow, there's a lot of this stuff going on right here that I need to pay attention to. Especially because I am not a plane builder. Alright. Whole new territory for me. Hiawatha is a nice streamliner, that's for sure. That is a good one. I always kind of thought it was weird because, only a little weird, I should say, not like crazy, but I thought it was interesting because the Hiawatha was a 442. Not that that's weird, but you don't see very many streamlined 442s, and the arrangement was interesting because they drove the first driver rather than the second. So it kind of lengthened the locomotive a bit. And I know I'm pretty sure that the Milwaukee Road Class A 442 was designed specifically for the Hiawatha, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember hearing or reading about. JU87B Stuka or JU87G? I have no idea. I don't know the difference. Or I would not know. I don't. I would not know the difference. I am not a plane person. At times I wish I was, but I am not. I know Brickmania does nice Stukas though. CP or CN? No preference. I like both of their steam locomotives. They both of them have a nice style to them. I've always thought that they're attractive. Need to pay attention here. Hopefully I'm not showing off too much of what I'm actually building because I don't want to disservice Brickmania that way. Doesn't look like I am though. Let me make sure I got all the parts that I think I did. Right, I think I did. Let's see. The B is a dive bomber and the G is an anti-tank plane. Interesting. Never knew that. Now I do. Thank you. Still don't have a preference, but that's an interesting bit of information. I guess it would only make sense though that they would have different variants of a plane for different tasks. I mean, of course, obviously, it's not something that I think about a lot. There's a small CP engine I want to build at some point. I know. I'm sure you will. In fact, I hope you do because that's out of your territory. Kind of. Just because I know what engine it is, it's only kind of out of your territory. Let's see. Yep.
I love how Cody built the, I guess the flaps, but the different parts of the different parts of the flaps that fold down. I really like it. Very sharp. There we go. And the printed piece is supposed to go on like that. Okay, cool. There we go. All right. Slap this thing on. That's a crazy idea. I'm gonna I'm gonna message Cody after I'm done building this and say it's really good. Tilt that up just a little bit more. I want to give it away. That would be very wrong of me. All right. Southern 4501 or Nickel Plate Road 587? That's a good question. I like Southern engines, so I would say 4501, but I also do have a newfound soft spot for nickel plate engines, so I'd also say that too. Kind of cheating, but that's what I think. Actually, would have liked to build a 4501 at some point. This was a long time ago now, but it was on the list. And I kind of built 722 at one point. It didn't make it very far. It was basically a generic 280, but it didn't make it very far in the 722 form. But it did exist for a little while though on my layout. If you go back and watch a video entitled "I'm Back," which was just the first video that I posted after having moved to Pennsylvania, there's a green blur that's shooting around my layout in the basement, and that's actually what it was, is my so-called 722 model. Have I ever made a diesel locomotive? I built the diesels from Lego sets, if that's what you're asking. But no, I've built an L&N GP9, I think it was. It's either GP9 or GP7. Obviously, they're very close, but I made one of those back in the day, an effort to use two Power Functions train motors and Power Functions battery and receiver and stuff like that. But never got around to actually building it. I was pretty happy with it though, and I would be still pretty happy with it right now but not looking to build that right now. Just don't need one. Would like to build other diesel locomotives at some point though. Just make sure I'm not missing any parts. Almost did. I need to turn on some extra lights here a little bit. Let me do that. Get this other last piece on. Have I ever heard of the company Daylight Sales? I don't think I have. Right, I'm gonna turn some lights on real quick. Hold on. Hopefully that's better. There we go. T1. What about the T1? I don't know what you're asking. Let's see. Kind of wish they had put some cockpit gauges in here. That would be really cool, but I understand. The goal, they did. They used one of the Lego printed parts. Not my favorite, but it works. Definitely does work. If I can find it, that is. It's around here somewhere. Oh, update progress. Oh, okay, yes. We, the BMR T1, we have been making some serious progress with it, getting the instructions completed. I believe Kale got the entire tender done and several different parts of the locomotive. So it's getting there, and I still feel comfortable enough saying it's going to be this year. Obviously, there's a lot of time left in the year, but we are working on it. We're committed to the T1, obviously, and we're gonna make it happen. Cost estimate, we don't have one yet. Ever seen Pure Marquette 1225? I have not. I've seen 765 though, and that's close. Canadian Pacific 972. Yep, called it. Oh, darn it. All right, what's next? So much dark blue, it's awesome. Dark blue is one of my favorite Lego colors. NYC Mohawk in the future. Definitely. Don't know when, but it's definitely an engine that I would like to build. It has been for several years, actually. I have wanted to build an NYC Mohawk for many, many years. Darn it. There we go. And that's tidy. I like it. Definitely would like to build a Mohawk. I need more freight engines. What's the next BMR kit? Well, the T1, technically. If you mean premium instructions kit, it's going to be the International Car Company Wide Vision Caboose. Kale has been making a lot of progress on that too. And the Brickworld exclusive kit. Any possibility of just an instructions version of the T1? That's definitely not a possibility. If we were to, I feel like people ask this a lot, so if you haven't, I don't mind answering again, but it is a question that does come up a lot because obviously the T1 is going to be, I'll just say fairly expensive. It's, we're not gonna try and overcharge for it by any means, but we're gonna, price it how we believe to be fairly. And obviously, for many good reasons. But if we were to make an instructions version of a kit that we have sold in a kit form, it would kind of be a disservice to those people who went out of their way to buy the kit. So it's definitely not something that we have any plans for. However, we do already have legitimate plans to build premium instructions steam and diesel locomotives. We've already got some picked out. So hopefully that's just as exciting.
Really hope I'm not missing a part, but I don't see it. I'll come back to that. I'm sure I'll see it. Examples of the locomotives. I would say an example of the premium instructions locomotives that we've been talking about is something that is a little bit more on the generic side and used by several railroads rather than one specific one. So obviously that brings in a lot of different diesel locomotives and steam locomotives. So we'll have to find some other time to work on that. We've got other stuff going. Older 1800s locomotive for kits. There's an idea that I have that I would like to do for something similar to that, which I think is a very cool idea. So it's a definite possibility, at least. I have thought about it. 284s. I'm not going to show you the Corsair so far because I don't want to give away the interior or the internals. So somebody who's rewatching the stream could build it. But I'll say I have a lot of the fuselage done and basically I have the cowl done. I don't have the cockpit done. I'm working on this part here. Everything from here back is not done, and the wings from here over are not done. Yeah, I don't want to show the physical model for any reason. 284s. We'd like to. Sorry, we would like to do a 284. Definitely would like to do a 284. After having done the nickel plate S2 as the original idea for the BMR steam locomotive, Kale and I have a pretty decent appreciation for that engine. So it's something that we would like to do in the future. We'll come back to it. It's just we found we have a good thing going with the T1, so I'm gonna run with that for a fair amount of time. Let's see. Hope you guys are having a great week, by the way. I don't actually have to, I'm off of work tomorrow for Good Friday. So figured it would be a good evening to stream. Railway Express Agency cars. I have a plan for one. I have a very nice plan for one. It will be available on its own. So it's not like I'm, you know, but I've got a good plan for one. Something like Sierra Railways number 3, pretty basic and also used in a bunch of different movies. Sierra Railways number 3 would be a good candidate for a locomotive kit at some point. It'd be much smaller, so it'd be much more palatable for a larger group of people. We'll just say, and it does have the advantage of being the most photographed locomotive in the world. This is confusing. Interesting, but never seen this technique done before. I like it. Makes plenty of sense. Like I've said, Cody knows what he's doing. That's for dang sure. All right. Do they do the stickers at the very end or what? Yes, they do. I'll wait on that then. Any plans to build a gear locomotive to go with the sawmill and the pen leg layout? Actually, the sawmill that you probably have seen is not on the pen leg layout. It's Ed Chang. He belongs to Texas Brick Railroad. I missteps, didn't I? I did. Oops. Ed Chang built that, and he belongs to the Texas Brick Railroad. It's very nice, though. I love it. I wish I could have seen it in person. Making a tender as a kit or just a locomotive, that'd be an interesting idea. Haven't thought about that. We'll say maybe. Usually, usually I guess people would want the locomotive to go with it, though.
Interesting, very interesting idea, though.
Not saying no, it's just never thought about it. Man, I am just blown away by Cody's work here. Very, very impressive stuff. Oh, auxiliary tender, that would make more sense. I should have thought about that. That does make a lot more sense. Oh my goodness. Ah, that's a good idea. Kale make a good point too.
Man, this is just cool. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys to death. I realize a lot of the streams that I do is just building, but hopefully you guys enjoy coming and hanging out for a little while. Relaxing.
More fun than what I do on the weekends. Don't take this the wrong way. You must have pretty low standards.
I consider myself to be boring. Guess not.
There we go. Yep, that looks kind of like a Corsair. I didn't mean that seriously. I was just making a joke. All right. What's next? Should turn the page probably. Oh, the sand green actually wasn't used in the cockpit. What do you know? I'm also going to turn my air conditioning on because it is getting to the point where days are getting hotter. Went to Super Train last weekend. I don't know what that is, but that sounds interesting. Boiling point. Something's not right here. There we go. And this is just beyond me. sounds backwards, but it has to. I understand it better if it moves.
To some extent, anyways. Calgary, Alberta, Canada's annual train show. Oh, cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Never been to Canada. Like to. I hear it's nice.
Any new rolling stock for Brickmania?
Nope. Just the. As far as I know, anyways. We've talked about other projects, but haven't moved forward with anything yet. They have a lot going on right now. They just opened their GHQ store. Plenty of stuff to do on their end. So I'm not one to butt in.
On some BMR rolling stock there. Really? What do you mean? Oh, at the show.
I thought we were talking about Brickmania. I'm sorry. That's cool. I love seeing BMR stuff out in the wild.
Still kind of blows my mind.
Man, Cody is smart. Stuff I've never thought about doing here. That's not right. Let's see.
Tony Sava. Oh yeah. A and B diesel unit.
I would like to buy Tony's instructions at some point. But other than that, I don't really have any real plans for anything. Only a general idea, and even that's not much. Oh, did that wrong.
Tony sells instructions for the diesels.
Yeah, he's got his Santa Fe A and B unit. I believe he sells instructions for both of them on his Bricklink page.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's got to be right.
I wish I could see. Can't tell exactly. Oh my goodness, that's interesting.
Yeah, put that on wrong. That's for one thing. Yeah, that's better.
What's his account name? Because I want to look it up later. It is SRW Locomotive Works. Have I heard about the Union Pacific 4014? Of course I have. I am a foamer. I guess to some people I sure am, but oh.
I wish I was going out to see it, but
I doubt that'll happen.
I get it now. I think that's right.
Tickets are 3,000 for coach and 5,000 for dome. Yeah, I heard about that. I got the email. Pretty crazy.
Interesting.
Where's the locomotive gonna be? Seeing the oh, sorry, I missed. Come down for May 10th. Yeah, that would be cool. Might be seeing the period mark at 12:25 in December. Very cool. No idea where it's gonna be. Probably somewhere closer to home. For the locomotive, that is. Not my home.
Yeah, this is right.
Welcome, Eric F. Not much going on here, just chilling and talking about trains while building a plane, ironically. The piece I'm looking for is around here somewhere. I'm just blind.
Quite a design for the tail, though. I am impressed. That isn't right. Ah, I see. Keep missing parts. Clever. Man, that's something else. Next, putting the tail fins on now. Now I need an aircraft carrier on or land base. I don't know if I don't know if I have the space for that. In fact, I'm darn sure I don't. Be kind of cool though. I'm convinced Cody is a genius by this point. Current part of the build I'm on, I'm right there. Just finished that. Putting that on now. And put the entire oh darn it. I messed up. That's better. Now this should work. Click. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. There you go. 210-4s. I'd like to build the Pensy J1 again. I will at some point. Don't know when, but I will. Okay, I guess I'm going to move on to the wings now. That's awesome. This is turning out to be really, really cool. UP844, nice engine. Not interested in building it though. Crazy. Speed build mode. Yeah, that's what that is. Alright. There's so much awesome in this kit. And it's only the coolest plane ever. And I'm building that wing right now. Oh. Did I miss something? I don't think I did. I'll put that in later, I believe. There you go. There's a wing. Build the other wing now. Move the model. Sorry, just making sure I'm doing this right. I believe that's correct. The part was exactly where I thought it was going to be. I just couldn't see it. There we go. Like that. It's always important to keep your keep whatever it is you're doing oriented in the way you need it to be. Helps cut down on confusion. I should probably listen to my own advice. How many Brickmania kits do I have in total? Okay, well, I have the Mall Cop. That technically counts. That was the first one I got. And I have the S160, the flat car. Their boxes are on my desk. And then the Sherman. And I have this. So I guess it makes 6. 5. We 5. Yes. I don't think I have any more than that. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have 6. I have their World War II Jeep. I love that Jeep. It's really awesome. Cody did that one as well, I think. I don't have one by John yet, and I don't have a Yitzy kit, although those are gonna get harder and harder to get, I guess. But not that that's a bad thing. Yitzy's doing pretty well, from what I know. I've never really talked to the guy, but seems really nice. Fantastic builder. Getting down to the wire on parts, guys, so must mean I'm getting kind of close to the end. Did Jitzy leave Brickmania? Yeah, he left Brickmania a while ago. It wasn't a negative thing at all. He's just not what he's doing anymore. I don't really want to speak too much on it. It's not really my place, but all right. That's done. Put that in there. All right. Now this is where I assume. Hey, just gonna make sure I don't mess up now. Now let's see. I'm gonna guess that goes exactly like this. Man, Cody, you're a genius. Oh my goodness. I was worried for a minute that the wings weren't gonna hold their position, but I should never have doubted. Cody's too smart for that. Man. I doubt Cody will ever watch this live stream, but if for whatever reason you do, I am impressed, my friend. I also like what they do. They put tires on top of other tires to make the wheel bigger. Makes a lot of sense. Well, to make the tire bigger makes a lot of sense. Very simple trick. Works well. Get the landing gear in. I can actually rest the model down now. Next page. Building the propeller. All right. There's four of those need to go in. Of course. That makes plenty of sense now. It shows you how to fold up. Yeah. The wings. All right, I'm almost done. Got to do the propeller. A few other small things. All right. Oh wait. Almost did that horrendously wrong. All right. That. And then this. Oh wait. This first. And then that. Cool. All right. Oh, I must have forgot something to do. Did. Give a second. Make sure I fix that. Almost to the end. You know what? Yep, that's exactly what I should have done there. I'm missing stuff all over the place. That's what I'm doing, but not unfixable. There we go. All right. The canopy looks like it comes in two parts. All right, I got to put the stickers on now. When am I going to make a train running video? I don't know yet. I kind of want to get my S160 back together for that. And I will. Just got to do that though. All right. There's that. Turn the plane upside down. Put that other sticker on there. All right, where does that go exactly? Right there. I like how they put stickers on like the undersides of parts. Such a wild concept to me. Like, if give you an example, like that. All right. Why did I have to buy one that has a sticker over the canopy? That's okay. I'll live. Nothing like decaling a locomotive, though. I think I'm doing all right, though. Here we go. Nearly there. I'll live with that. All right, canopy time. Let's see if I can remove that. Oh no. There, that's better. All right. This is gonna be wild. Shoot, I put it too low. Stuff you don't expect about building Lego models, the stickers are the hardest part. One thing that I do think Brickmania does the best job of is labeling their stickers. They do a really nice job of it. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I don't even know how to do this. Oh my word. Good thing their stickers are really robust. I apologize if you've come down to the most boring part of the stream where it's just me being silent and trying to put on a sticker. Alright, cockpit, 100% stickered. About as good as I'm ever going to get it. I can make a little adjustment here, which I will. Please don't tear. Nailed it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna put this back on, then I'll be done. And unless I just completely missed something, which I don't think I did. Looks pretty regular. Looks pretty good. I don't think I missed anything. Just kind of looking over my work and the drawings I have in front of me just to make sure, but I don't think I missed anything. No, I don't think so. There you go. F4U Corsair. Well, I messed that up. No wonder I hadn't had completely resolves the issue. Misplaced some tiles, but there you go. Brickmania's F4U Corsair, designed by Cody Ocel, assembled by me. I am nothing but happy with this. This is a fantastic model. Fold the landing gear up, if I remember how to do it from watching the video. I'm pretty sure is you just turn the wheels 90 degrees and lay them down. There you go. Whistling death. Totally swooshable. Now I gotta see if I can figure out how to put the wings up. First, I'm gonna fold the landing gear back out. Okay, landing gear's back out. Now let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, Just collapse the landing gear like you do. All right. There's a time lapse for this in the Brickmania TV episode. Unfortunately, I don't have that advantage. Oops. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. I'm just going to put one wing up so you can kind of get the idea. I definitely missed something. Oh, I get it. At least I think I do. Kale's like a kid in a candy store. Alright, there you go. There's a wing folded up. The other one obviously does the exact same, follows the exact same practice. And this has got to be one of the coolest things I've ever done. I'm going to put it back now. Alright. There you go. It got to be the coolest thing ever. Obviously the propeller spins, canopy opens. Just did the wings, did the landing gear, printed tile underneath, that's pretty awesome. No complaints. 100% happy. Is awesome. Very, very awesome. Alright, well, landing gear is a little soft, but that's alright. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all very much for watching. I do apologize for the legitimate technical difficulties in the beginning, but we're past that now and at the end, so tilt that down now. And close the book. Sticker sheet inside it. Got a couple extra parts. Good practice. Oh, I should read the specification here. F4U 1D Corsair off the carrier Intrepid in flight near Okinawa. There's the picture. Legend of World War II, the F4U Corsair saw significant combat in the Pacific Theater after 1943. This carrier-based fighter bomber boasted an impressive kill ratio of 11-1 against Japanese fighters such as Zero. Impressive. Its bomber capabilities helped support major operations at the Marshall Islands, Okinawa, and Iwo Jima by performing dive bomb strikes against fortified Japanese positions. The story is that Japanese referred to the warplane as "Whistling Death" for the noise it made as it dove for an attack run. Crew 1 engine Pratt & Whitney R2800 18W 18-cylinder double wasp air-cooled engine. 416 miles an hour or 670 kilometers per hour. Range is 1,016 miles or 1,635 kilometers. Armament is 6 50 caliber M2 Browning machine guns. Mounted right here and right there. As for the kit, no complaints at all. This is a wonderful, wonderful kit. Seriously enjoyed building it. No complaints at all. Brickmania does it again, in my opinion. They only continue to live up to the standard. And obviously, I forgot to show off the brakes fold, the air brakes fold down. You got on both sides, of course. Yeah, Brickmania continues to set and exceed the standard, second to none, both in build quality and in quality of the build and the kit overall. Highly recommend this to anyone. Wonderful, wonderful kit, and obviously, as with the rest of, I would say the same about the rest of Brickmania's kits. So we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I apologize again for the difficulties in the beginning of the stream, and I apologize for not having my vlog from Nebraska Brick Days up yet. Ran into a little bit of trouble rendering it from my PC, but I'll have to just play around with some settings and be able to fix that. I don't think it's anything that is completely unfixable, so I just have to mess around with it. Hopefully I can get it done this weekend. And other than that, I don't really have any other announcements for you guys, but thank you once again for watching. I'll leave it there for the evening, let you all go for the night, and I'll talk to y'all later. And broadcast.